Things are falling apart in Kenya Kwanza. And maybe it's just a matter of time before a loud explosion is heard in Kenya Kwanza. Kenya Kwanza is splitting right in the middle. An impeachment motion against Rigathi Gachagua is on its way. And as that happens, Rigathi's close associates are being grilled. Tight corner, the deputy president's fate hangs in the balance after a night meeting at the house of senior government member discussed his impeachment on grounds of insubordination and pushing for tax rebellion. If you go through that story, we are being told that meetings are going on behind the scenes. And one meeting has so far taken place in the house of a cabinet secretary nominee from the mountain. The meeting is to plan on how to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. And the meeting is taking place in the house of a CS nominee from the mountain. What does that tell you? Most of these cabinet nominees from the mountain are clearly William Ruto's allies. That's why they were nominated as cabinet secretaries. They are now planning on how to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. And most definitely, the impeachment will be brought by a member of parliament from the mountain. I want us to have a look at another interesting story. Breaking: 3 senior heads of DP Rigathi Gachagua grilled over ongoing probe seeking to establish those who could have financed anti-government protests. Police visited the offices of the officials in Karen, Nairobi for their statements in a session that took hours. Also grilled are 2 MPs from Nairobi. This comes even as detectives attached to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations are investigating the violent protests and looting of businesses in Nairobi and parts of central Kenya. Police said they expect to record statements from more politicians, including a former governor, over the chaos. The individuals had been summoned to the DCI headquarters for grilling on separate dates. Police claimed the individuals organized goons who raided shops and other premises to loot as Gen Z staged protests in the city. They have denied the claims. The aides include advisors to the politician. Police handling the case said there was scanty evidence linking the individuals for now. They want to get more information on the alleged role the individuals played in the chaos. Teams handling the probe have been relying on intelligence, which they argued was not actionable for now. For instance, there have been reports a politician paid the goons to raid the premises and loot and blame the same on the protesters. Another report suggests a politician paid goons to attack a government office and burn it. So regarding Gachagua's top aides are being grilled. So far, 3 of these top aides have been grilled. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what all this means. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Let's see what Sabina Chege is saying about this. I cannot sign an impeachment motion against Rigathi Gachagua. I wonder Is it only our man who should be targeted? Sabina Chege is just indirectly trying to say that even Ruto should not be spared. So you are seeing that fight in Kenya Kwanza. And this is why I still maintain and I repeat, it's just a matter of time before a loud explosion is heard in Kenya Kwanza government. And I'm one person who has always maintained that a divided Kenya Kwanza is good for the country. We can't forget what Rigathi did to us last year. He was the face of impunity. He was used, now he has been dumped. Rigathi Gachagua should not be mourned. Let's see what Across Kalonzo Ally is saying. If there will be an impeachment move against DP Gachagua, it will be a political onslaught, and I believe it will largely fail in parliament. Their MPs were beginning to become independent now. Parliament is beginning to rescue itself from the grasp of State House. Dan Manzo, 30th July 2024. That's a very close Kalonzo ally. And it appears that should that impeachment motion be brought in Parliament, Kalonzo and his allies will attempt to save Rigathi Gachagua. And that should explain to you something, that political realignments have already started. Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua, in the coming days, they might start speaking the same language. Kalonzo and Rigathi, they might start speaking the same language. Ruto, Raila, and that team, they might also speak the same language. New political realignments. And this is why I strongly believe that Gen Z should come with a political party. Any alliance featuring Rigathi or any alliance featuring Ruto, all those alliances should be rejected. Gen Z should come up with a political formation. A formation that will carry all Kenyans who are tired of this same old style of playing politics by these politicians. Any alliance featuring Ruto, any alliance featuring Rigathi, those are alliances that should be rejected. If you look at what is currently happening, I strongly believe that William Ruto and his team brought Raila deliberately into the government, for they have a mission to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. And I'm seeing William Ruto and his team still just trying to buy time for things to calm down in the country. As things calm down, Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached. And even if Kalonzo Musyoka organizes his MPs to defeat that impeachment, Kalonzo and his team will fail. Rigathi will be impeached very early in the morning. And I'm saying that because even leaders from the mountain, most members of parliament, will support that impeachment against Rigathi Gachagua. And the person who will bring that impeachment motion will be an MP from the mountain. And most definitely, Rigathi Gachagua's home MP. I think Kalonzo Musyoka and his team are fighting a losing battle. Rigathi will be impeached. Upon Rigathi being impeached, if Kalonzo tries defending Rigathi Gachagua, then I'm seeing they will also lose all the positions they enjoy in parliament, courtesy to ODM party. We'll see them being whipped from committees. So Kalonzo Musyoka and his team will also most definitely lose. And one thing Kenyans should know about Gen Zs, most of these people you are seeing calling themselves Gen Zs, a whopping majority of them have been Raila supporters. So as Kalonzo and his team rebels, they should also be alive to that fact that most of those Gen Zs were Raila Odinga supporters. And it's just a matter of time before they are panel beaten into some political formations. Is they can as well form their party, but still a majority will resort to support these old usual faces. That's the sad bit about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stop it there for now. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.